Des courriers indignés, des menaces de boycott, une pétition, le Père des Anges ne pouvait rêver meilleure publicité. Écrite et mise en scène par Tuvia Tenenbaum, le directeur et fondateur du théâtre juif de New York, cette pièce tragicomique soulève une vive polémique dans certains milieux juifs de Belgique. Les membres de cette communauté auraient-ils perdu tout sens de l'humour ? À moins que ce ne soit le thème qui pose problème. L'histoire aborde la délicate question de la création de l'État d'Israël en Palestine, qui opposa dès 1944 sionistes et juifs ultra-orthodoxes. On ajoute à ce conflit d'intérêts une bonne dose de sexualité et une rasade d'humour. Direction le théâtre de poche pour une immersion dans ce cocktail explosif.
In this scene, parts of it have to be visual.
Dans cette scène,
You love it.
tu es amoureux
You know,
de ce
and-
drapeau.
You should not see it.
Je ne devrais pas le voir.
Only at the
normalement.
hand,
Seules tes mains.
as a show of total disrespect.
Ce n'est qu'à la toute fin parce que tu craques que tu
What you
provoques.
basically say.
Je comprends pourquoi je
Ok.
vais le montrer comme ça prend...
I understand.
oui.
Ouais, ok, bon, sinon je savais pas que c'était...
I understood.
I understand.
savais pas que c'était un
Now it's clear.
I know,
If
je
he
comprends.
hides it
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
if he hides- s'il le cache avant, now, of course, it's a provocation.
I understand. Yeah, it's a provocation, okay? So when you take it, it's like when you show it to him. Basically, what you say to him: this will stand, and you will die.
Ceci va vivre et
This
vous mourrez. C'est
is
ça
the
que tu fais en
power.
fait. Quand tu
This
montes le
is the
drapeau.
power.
Ça, c'est le pouvoir.
You say to him, and to him you say,
Et à lui, tu dis,
and you show it to him. You show it to him. Fuck you, old Jew.
va te faire foutre.
This
con.
will be.
Ça, ce sera l'avenir.
This play does not excite. After you watch it, you know, when it's done well, after you watch it, you understand what happened, and you don't know which side to take. Because what this play is trying to do, take an issue that is basically political and break it down to the human. Because every political issue, at the end, is not a political issue, it's a human issue. Can we get along?
Quel âge avait-elle avant de partir pour l'autre monde? Elle rajeunissait de jour en jour. Oh, un miracle! À qui dites-vous? Fontaine de jouvence! Mais quel âge!
De quoi parlez-vous tous les deux? Nous sommes ici pour débattre de l'avenir de mon peuple, de cette terre. La vie de millions de personnes est en jeu, et vous ne trouvez rien de mieux à faire que de débattre de choses aussi idiotes que...
So, in this play, you have 7 characters who are trying to reach each other, but cannot. Never. And you see, at the Middle East of today, what you watch on TV started. How the dispute started, how the killing started, how the hatred started. Hopefully, when we know how it started, it's like a doctor, you know, if you give a good diagnosis for a disease, in order to cure you, the only way to cure you is to know what caused your disease, how it started. Otherwise, I cannot cure you. If I know how it started, what's the chemical imbalances or the physical elements that started it, I can take them away, hopefully. That's what this play is about.
La Bible dit que la terre d'Israël appartient aux Juifs.
C'est vrai.
La Bible dit aussi qu'un juif doit observer le Shabbat. Monsieur Avidor, sioniste notoire et reconnu, observez-vous le Shabbat?
Je n'ai pas à suivre la Bible, Yaakov.
Ah, mais si vous ne suivez pas la Bible, puisque vous pensez que la Bible dans son entier n'est qu'un mensonge, pourquoi demander à nos amis ici présents, Sa Majesté le gouvernement britannique, de vous céder cette terre sous prétexte que c'est ce qui est dit dans la Bible? Ne voyez-vous pas, Avidor? Vous fondez tout votre argument sur un livre que vous affirmez être un mensonge. Comment pourrait-on vous prendre au sérieux?
Le rabbi est fort logique.
Merci.
Peu importe que je la suive ou non, il y croit, qu'il la suive.
Oh, c'est pas simplement hypocrite, vous ne trouvez pas? Me demander de suivre la Bible quand vous-même n'en faites rien.
Ça, c'est sûr.
Je dois en convenir. Si je crois en la Bible, je devrais la suivre.
Ah, si votre honneur veut suivre la Bible, ouvrons le livre.
Si tu ne suis pas mes lois, cette terre te vomira pour l'avoir corrompue, de même qu'elle a vomi la nation qui t'a précédé.
Je pense que votre honneur devrait vomir les sionistes hors du cœur de ce pays.
Seriez-vous en train de demander au gouverneur britannique d'envoyer tous les Juifs en Europe, vers les chambres à gaz? C'est ça que vous lui demandez de faire, Yaakov?
I particularly don't believe in the Jewish race. I don't believe it exists. I think that people who say it, in a way, agree with Hitler. Hitler tried to prove that Jews look different. and they are made of different race. That's Nazism. And every Jew who believes in the racial element of the Jew is basically agreeing with Hitler, sadly to say. If you think that Jews is a different race and should be treated differently, that's racist, and that's Nazism. I think that Hitler failed in his attempt to prove it. Look at the people so-called Jewish, go to Israel and sit in a restaurant and you'll see some of them are black, some of them are white, some of them are blonde, some of them are tall. Everyone looks different. Basically, Judaism is a culture. But because of anti-Semitism and persecution, some Jewish people, so-called Jewish people, who identify themselves as Jews, are very sensitive to anything Jewish. So you just say the word Jew, they get like, ok, ok, they jump. I can't live with it. No, that in itself, what they do, is creating anti-Semitism.
Jamais les Américains ne laisseront ne serait-ce qu'un seul bateau de réfugiés naviguer dans leurs eaux territoriales. Pas plus qu'aucune autre
There is a
nation
petition against your play here in Brussels. How do you feel about it?
The Jews who write these petitions are people who are afraid of who they are, who try to hide who they are. But there is nothing to hide.
Are you affected by this petition? Are you not angry or happy? Or
When we got the petition, I signed my name too, just for the fun of it. Just the extent of it.
so you're happy?
Not happy, I'm not afraid, I just...
Amused?
amused by it. I think it's a folly of human beings. I think it's funny. It does not affect my work at all. I'm amused by it.
So your provocation succeed?
I don't do it to provoke. When I sit down, before I write a play, I don't say, okay, Tuvia, how do I provoke the Jews today? How do I get them on my nerves?
How do I get them mad?
How do I get them mad? No, I never did that. I don't do that. I don't live like that.
Les Juifs ne veulent pas venir ici, ils iront en Suisse, en Amérique.
Rabbi Jacob, selon ma version des choses, Rabbi Jacob doit décider ce qui pour lui importe le plus. Sauver la terre ou sauver les hommes. La terre ou les hommes. Rabbi Jacob!
I come from Holocaust surviving family, I'm second generation to Holocaust survivors, you know, I mean, first Holocaust surviving generation. And I think I have right, just by the way I brought up, and by the fact that my mother woke up sometimes at the middle of the night and screamed, Adolf Hitler. You know, I lived the horrors of the Holocaust in my little home. I have the right to ponder it, to ask the right questions. And if I don't like the answers, I'll still put them up.
La terre ou les hommes!
Now, the land or the people?
Already the first time.
The same thing you did the first time, just a little bit higher, more authority. What you did now is screaming like you are upset at him.
Yes.
No, you are not upset at him.
I tried to enjoy it, saying it.
La
La toute
terre
fin.
ou les gens?
With your accent.
Okay. Yeah.
La chair ou les chambres.
Oh, les hommes. La terre, les hommes.
Thank you,
Okay, I
John
tried.
Dobrynin the second.
Why do you write?
It's a need in you. It's a need to express what you believe in. And personally, I was raised in ultra-Orthodox community, in the Jewish ultra-Orthodox world. I had this pious, shaved hair, beautiful, beautiful. And all the costume, you know, I call it costume, you know, the black costume. And I was ordained to be a rabbi in a very early age. I started giving lectures when I was 14. And my father is a rabbi. My grandparents, you know, all rabbis, grand rabbis, you know, they had like dynasties or whatever, of Hasidic and non-Hasidic, you know. And so probably part of it is, you know, you grow up to look at social issues and you grow up to believe that you have to do the best for the society around you, you know, whatever you can. So probably this is part of it. But the other part is a natural thing, you know. From the day I know myself, I took a pen and and a paper, and I started writing. I wrote stories. Okay, so what we are going to see in the beginning, we are going to see, like, it's like, give it like a rhythm, give it like a flow.
Do I move?
concentrate on the fingers, things that you ever wore, dear. Because for you, who never touches a woman, except for Chayasura, your fat, short wife, who always screams at you, this is the beauty, this is the end of it. So you see a whole world in these fingers. You're the cookie, fuck the cookie.
on s'en fout, oui.
Fuck the cookie.
Just a finger.
Fuck the cookie.
And I love
It's the fingers, it's like, okay?
Pendant 3 quarts d'heure.
You want to, basically what you want to eat the fingers.
Oui, yes.
Theater allows me to be every day somebody else. I mean, like 6 months I work on this. So 6 months I am in Palestine in 1944. Then I gotta go, travel to Amsterdam. Okay, let's do a play at Amsterdam. And I become a totally different person. I'm not a rabbi, I am a pimp in the red light district. That's beautiful. I can basically become every time somebody else. And I believe that we live in this world, it's a short visit, from the day we are born to the day we die, and it's one shot deal. You live and that's it. After you die, it's over, baby.
Et je vous ai apporté aussi un biscuit. Un biscuit peut bien se manger à la porte.
Now I'm in Palestine. Israel, whatever you want to call it.
For the fun of it, but
It's not for the fun of it. It's the spirituality of it. You experience different form of human expression. So I think we should present everything and display again. It presents everything in almost like a comical way. When you watch it, you laugh. It talks about torture. It talks about explicit sex. It talks about all these issues, and you see things you usually don't see in theater. But it's done with a sense of comedy. It's funny, because in theatrical terms, or in human terms, in psychological terms, the height of tragic is comic. The height of every tragedy, it reaches a point when it becomes funny. And this is the only way we know how to present it. So when you sit in the theater and you watch it, you grasp everything, and you enjoy it. And then you go home, and you think about it. But I think it's time that people in Europe who know very, very little about the issues in the Middle East have a chance to watch it in theatrical way. It's not a philosophical argument here, it's theatrical way, a storytelling of what happens there from the people who lived through this in the period, and see it for themselves. So next time when you open your TV, CNN or whatever channel you watch, you'll understand who are the people involved. It's not just a name, Zionist Palestinians, no. There are people beyond those names. Palestinians are human beings, Zionists are human beings, just like you and me. Finish the fucking biscuit, and then and then when you get too excited, you go like, like this. Give me French version.